Hey everyone, it's LethalLogicX. Welcome back to another package unboxing video. So I was sent a package here by Jeff over at Experimental Perception. First things first, I'm going to put a link to his channel down in the description below. Please go check out his channel. He makes really awesome videos. Not all of them are Lock Sport, but he's got some really neat videos on his channel. And he puts a lot of production value into his videos, and he definitely deserves some more love. So please head on over to his channel and give him a subscribe. Anyway, let's get into this package here. So about maybe a month ago, he did his very first ever challenge lock, and he made a giveaway out of it and decided to give it to a random commenter. And that random commenter happened to be me. Okay. We have a non-mummied key in here, which is very unfortunate. I definitely showed that to the video. We're trying not to cheat here, but whatever. We will keep those keys in safekeeping for later. Okay, so looks like we have just a little Schlag cylinder here. He's engraved EXP into the side for experimental perception. I did watch his video on him putting this lock together, but for the life of me I cannot remember what pins he put in there, so I really will just be picking this one blind here. But that just adds to the fun. Okay. Ice is a little bit dusty in there. Anyway, a nice wide open keyway. So we will use a Sparrow's heavy bar for top of the keyway. That should work pretty well there. Though I might end up using bottom of the keyway if this doesn't work, because the zigzag makes it hard to pick from the bottom. I'm going to start out with my go-to pick, but I might need to change this. We'll see. So let's see what we got. Seems like number 1 is binding right off the bat, and yet very hard to get the angle in here. I might be able to pick from the bottom actually. Ooh, nice. So we got a couple clicks on 1. He might be set. Let's move on. 2 feels like it's binding, but doesn't want to move. Okay, there we go. We got to click on that. Number 3 feels springy. Number 4 feels springy. And we got a bit of a click on 5 there. Got another little click on 2. Let's see if it wants to give us anything else. I don't think it does. Okay, we got some other binders in here. I think 3 and 4 are both binding. Got a little bit of a click on 3 there. Got a little bit of a click on 4. A bit more of a click on 5. Another click. And I think that is it. Another click on 4 on the way out. 1 still feels set. 2 might be binding, but it might be wanting to overset. Okay, I'm hearing sounds like I'm dropping pins here as I'm trying other things. Sorry about that noise in the background. My Lock Lab manager is using his litter box, and he really likes to make sure his paws are clean afterwards. Okay. Still not feeling much in this lock. Felt like there's been a lot of serration so far, so I'm probably just caught up on a serration. Or I might have gone too far and overset something. Let's try easing a bit of tension. Nope. Definitely no oversets. So what are we missing? Okay, I got a click out of number 5, but that might have been overset. I feel like I really had to push it. It was kind of grindy afterwards. Yep, that was definitely overset. Okay, that was another serration on number 4, I think. Or that might have been actually set on number 4. He doesn't feel like he wants to give me anything else. Okay. Number 1 almost seems like it's giving me counter rotation. That is bizarre. Okay, another big click on number 1. Again, might be overset. Okay, I got a click on 2, and I think number 1 dropped back down. Okay, I tried pushing on number 3, and it sounds like I lost a few other pins, but definitely got some good clicks on 3. Good click on 5. Okay, pushed on something and got a slight turn on the core. So maybe we're looking for some counter rotation now. I'm just not feeling any. All the pins kind of feel very bound up. Oh. 3 might have had a little bit of counter rotation there. I don't know, it's really light. Let's try easing off some tension. Oh, yeah, we dropped something and just dropped into a much further false set. So I think we're on the right path now. Ooh, number 2 had some good solid counter rotation. Got that set, but something else dropped and I lost my false set. Okay, number 4 dropped me back. Dropped me back into it. Which one needs picking now? Oh. I think whichever pin that was. Yep, that is my counter rotation. Very hard to get under that pin, though. This pick is not the greatest, with tight turns and counter rotation involved. Okay, come on. There we go. I think that got set, but again we lost the false set. Okay. See, now I'm just pushing on things trying to get my false set back. I've lost something else in the process. I hope that whichever pin it was, I think it was pin 3 with the counter rotation, I hope that one is still set. Okay, no, I just mushed 4 all the way up there. Felt like we were so close before. Oh, frick! Speak of the devil. Okay, I don't even know what I did at the end there. I thought I had literally lost half my progress and I was basically back to the beginning, but no, we cut it open. Huzzah! That was a super fun lock. Some very confusing feedback going on some of the pins. Let's take a look at that key now. Oh, neat. I have never seen a key that says marks on it before. Got a bidding code on the back. Oh, was this a 6-pin? 337975. Yeah, I feel like that corresponds correctly to the cuts on the key. So I guess that was our bidding code there. Not too overly crazy on the bidding, but not easy either. Okay, let's get this gutted then. Sure, we'll use the Transrite spinning tray. Grab a pick to see if we can get this C-clip off. Ooh, that is a really, really tough C-clip. You know, I should probably just make the investment and get the gut wrench from Sparrows, but I'm just way too lazy and way too cheap. Okay, so we are absolutely going to want to shim this. And we're also going to rotate it so one of these kind of corners is right above where the pins are. It's always good to shim a lock that you've never opened before, because it just takes half a second to brick a lock, and then you'll never get it back. This shim does not want to go in. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Well, this will be a dead shim after today, but it served its purpose. I might actually have to go with my biggest follower here. Although again, that might be, yep, ever so slightly too big. I'm not sure what the large follower in my set is actually for. I've never found a lock it fits into. Alright, got the core out, no disaster so far. All 6 chambers are pinned up. Let's see what we got. Okay, so looks like our key pins are all standard. No overset traps, no serrations. Thank God, because I can be stuck in an overtrap for just days. Or an overset trap, I could just be stuck in one for days. Oops. Let's see, don't think there was any modifications done to the core. That is stock. And we will get these pins out. Okay, there's number 1, very heavily serrated. Here's number 2. That one is another very heavily serrated driver. Got 2 of the same springs so far, so the springs might all be the same, but I'm still going to dump them out one by one just in case. Number 3, aha, is a big fat spool that I was stuck on. Get the rest from the other side. Oops. Okay, that is another spool, but it has kind of an interesting profile. I'll get a better close-up of that one in just a second. Number 5 is very deeply serrated. Might even call that spooling at that point. Another one of the exact same springs. And our last driver, number 4, kind of looks like serrated spool. We'll have to get another closer look at that one. And a spring that is too stubborn to come out on its own. Alright, let me just check the core real quick. Make sure there's no modifications done. Does not seem like it. Okay, so as usual, we'll fire some close-ups up there for you, and we'll take a look at some of these pins in better detail. So, first one I want to look at is driver pin number 4. Driver pin 4 is... I don't even know how to describe this one. It's definitely spooled, but there's some rough little bits in the middle of it. It's kind of like the middle part of the spool was serrated. And I think the top might have a reduced diameter? Don't know. Hold on one sec. No. No, top is just the same diameter. Sure, we'll take a close look at number 5 here. Number 5, like I was saying, it's very deeply serrated, but you might just call those like spooling elements at this point. It could just be a double spool. Still very interesting pin, and can give some very confusing feedback. And the last one we're going to take a look at is the driver pin in number 6. So this one is a very long, sort of deep spool, and again we got kind of the same roughness in the middle, and like different diameters in different places to give it a really rough, coarse, abrasive feeling. Anyway, really well made lock, Jeff. Congratulations on your first challenge lock, and it was super fun to pick. I will get this back together and I will send it to some other excellent member of the community for them to try next. Again, there's going to be a link to Jeff's channel, Experimental Perception, down in the description below. Please go check his channel out and give him a subscription. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And don't forget to have a good one.